Man, I didn't even want to do this tonight, but I'm getting comments and feedback telling me that I am a hypocrite for last night's show. Well, first of all, good morning, good evening. How y'all doing today? I had a pretty good day too. Shit. Just to give you guys a little insight on what I'm talking about. A couple months back, there was a guy who was adminning several sites on the internet. He just so happened to be Greek. And he was having sex with a lot of women that were in the groups he created. Come to find out, though, he was having sex with men, too. So the comment was that I'm a hypocrite because I said it was okay for him not to tell his partners. And, of course, last night I said that it was required, like the transgender person should tell their partners because they have a right to know. And I have to 100% stand by my statements. My mind hadn't changed. At the end of the day, I'm going to break it down for you. The guy who was on the internet linking up with those females and having sex with men too didn't have an obligation to tell anybody because he wasn't pretending to be anything else. He wasn't pretending to be a man that was a woman. He wasn't pretending to be a woman that was a man. He was out there giving them what they like. He was giving them hoes what they like, whether they was men or women. He said, here I am. Accept it. And they spread quicker than Aunt Jemima on pancakes. So he didn't have any responsibility or obligation to tell those people that he'd like to sleep with both sexes. At that point in time, that's his business. That's like me finding a girl and her asking me how many sexual partners I've had. That's not your business. I don't have to tell you that for us to sleep together because we're not trying to date. If we were trying to date, if we were having something serious, then I tell you. The topic from last night, the transgender topic, that's a completely different ballgame and a whole nother can of worms because now we're talking about something that's fraudulent, you know? Because now you're different than the guy that was on the internet saying, hey, sleep with me based off what I look like because all of that was lust. We can be honest and say that. But we're talking about somebody presenting a package to you that is completely false. It's completely not what it is. So no, I don't think that what I said last night was hypocritical at all. I think I stand by what I said a couple months ago, and I stand by what I said last night. They're two completely different scenarios. One's based on a fraudulent lie, and the other one's based on a situation created based off lust and a desire to have sex. And I think we can all agree, if you're meeting up to have sex with somebody on Craigslist or in a group forum on Facebook, you're probably walking into something bad already, but that's a whole nother story. So yeah, I don't think it's hypocritical at all. As far as the comments that I think it's okay for women to be deceived when it comes to how you have sex with them, that is not true. I don't think women should be tricked. However, I do think there's a larger burden of responsibility on the woman when it comes to sex and choosing a partner. So, all the girls out there with baby daddies and got the poster boards up screaming how niggas ain't shit and stuff like that. Which means you don't entertain little boys and you don't allow a man to talk to you any kind of way. And you have to know your worth and your value and what you're supposed to put up with. So no, I do not feel bad for you if you were chasing eggplant on the internet and you just so happen to not ask those pertinent questions from the guy you were trying to get dick down by. I think it's her responsibility to vet old boy and figure out whether he's worth the time to sleep with. Whether he has what it takes to get the cookie. And if your general assessment is yes and you give it to him and he turns out to be ain't shit, then you can't be mad if you want a chocolate chip or you got macadamia. Because everything physical about that person, everything about him was real. It's your fault that you let the mental trip you up. I don't know, man. I swear, some of y'all be trying to find outs to these things that there just aren't outs to. So, like I said, no, I don't think she should be tricked. But I do also think it's on her to make sure that that guy is who he says he is before she sleeps with him. Because if I get pregnant, I know that as the woman, whether he stays or not, I have to stay and take care of that baby. If I'm worth a damn. You know what I'm saying? So no, honey. No, boo. A bunch of sweet nothings and words in my ear. If I were a girl, that would not get the goodies. Hell, fuck no. I need some guarantees. Because that baby come with a guarantee. That baby come with an 18-year guarantee, and you don't get to refund it. So that's just my view on it. Two completely different scenarios. So, no, I don't feel bad for them. I don't feel bad for them at all. At all. Shout out to Negrito, me. And also shout out to Pantheon Radio. And shout out to my followers. I appreciate you guys for the feedback. Keep hitting me up. Keep responding. This whole show tonight is just me responding based off somebody hitting me up with their feedback. So I definitely greatly appreciate it. Also, make sure you like and subscribe on the YouTube channel. The YouTube channel is up. You can find me at Micah Daniels on YouTube or negrito@gmail.com. Another controversial topic we got going on in the country right now is that SAE video. Boys and girls up there chanting on that bus. I don't understand how words like that don't affect everybody. You know, I see some news outlets trying to defend what was said or how it went down. And that's where I take a more serious note, because everybody should be outraged by that level of blatant racism. Any level of racism, but that high of it. And I saw a picture the other day that crystallized everything so perfectly. Those gentlemen go on to be your lawyers, your doctors, your justices, politicians, Congress, some presidents. And we wonder why racism is still alive and well in 2015. It's a learned and it's a taught behavior, 100%. And you might like me, you might not like me, but one thing you can't say about me is that I'm not just. And what I mean by that is, a spade is a spade. One of the wisest men I've ever met in life said, call a spade a spade. So if you gay, be gay. Can't nobody not like you for being gay. And some of you gonna give me a little bit of shit about this, but hear me out. If you are racist, be racist. But be blatantly racist. Be racist enough to where I know you don't like me. I can deal with you. I can accept you. I can accept that man that says, you know what? I just don't like you because you're black. Deal with it, nigger. What I can't deal with is the person that looks me in my face and says, Micah, you're delusional because racism doesn't exist in 2015. What I can't stand is the person that's so ignorant and so blind that they will argue with you until you're red in the face about how, oh, well, black people just need to let it go. I had somebody tell me white privilege is not even a thing. Somebody said that is not a thing. Oh, but don't get me wrong, because this video isn't just about the Caucasians, because black people do it too. I had somebody tell me the other day black people can't be racist. What? Black people can be racist. I got a couple of relatives that I can point out that are racist. I'm sorry, sometimes y'all leave me flabbergasted just with the level of ignorance that is just out there in the audience. Man, I can't deal with it. It's crazy to me. So racism is still very much a problem in 2015. But it's not just a problem that white people have against blacks. Black people have it against whites too. I had a conversation the other day with a friend, and she was telling me, black people don't need white people. We just need to rise up and do our own thing. And we don't need anything from them. And I wanted to pop her in the mouth. Because if I have learned anything about society and human culture, we need each other. This thing is not near as beautiful with one half of us missing as it is with all of us here. Because we all bring something new and wonderful and beautiful to the table, and how dare you not be smart enough to see it and hate somebody for what color their skin is. But hell, if you're gonna hate, and some of y'all are gonna hate regardless, some of y'all gonna hate on me, just let me know you a hater. Like I said, I much rather prefer and respect the racist that's out the closet than the one sitting there hiding in that motherfucker. Woo! I remember when I was a kid, my dad used to say, don't shoot me down because I'm preaching too good. Well, I don't know. This sounds good to me. As usual, hit me up on the YouTube page, negrito@gmail.com, or simply type in Micah Daniels and find my channel, subscribe, and follow me. I'll be uploading new videos daily or every other day. Now that we got the channel rolling, we're trying to get some traction. So share the videos, like them. I appreciate all of you guys for your patience and support. We're going to have some really compelling material coming up for you this week. I'll let you know a little bit later what the topic for tomorrow will be.